You guys want to spray nitrous, but you are afraid that you might blow your engine or that nitrous is bad for your car. Well, today we are going to show you guys exactly how to safely spray your car with nitrous, even on stock bottom end, stock everything. Go ahead and stay tuned for the rest of this video, guys, and we will get right into it, and I'll teach you guys exactly how to spray your car safely on nitrous. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the video. As you guys can tell, my hand is almost back, man, almost back. I can almost drive the car. But anyways, yeah, bring it back to you guys for another video, and I have got this question a lot. We're gonna get straight on into it. Is how to spray your car safely on nitrous. Now, for you new guys, I'm gonna break it down to you real quick. This car, this is my 1996 Mustang GT, stock bottom end car. Just has some head work done to it, some cams, long tube headers, you know, supporting mods, stuff like that. And this car is on a 150 shot. This car has been through many bottles on a 100 shot. So, you know, this car is living. As long as you do it correctly, I'm living proof that nitrous does not blow up cars, people do. So, as long as you do it right, man, and follow my instructions in this video, you guys will have a ton of fun, gain a lot of power with your car for not a lot of money, man. So, yeah, let's get straight on into it. All right, guys, so hopping straight on into this video, I wrote down a whole section of notes so I can remember to tell you guys. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a rundown on things that you need, first of all, and a number two on how to be safe, because that's the whole, you know, thing on this video is how to use nitrous safely. So, you know, comparing them both, the things that you need and the things on how to be safe, the things that you need are going to help you be safe, if that makes sense. So, as long as you do everything right, man, you choose one company, because you guys know, you guys can tell already, Nitrous Express. It's a company that sponsored me. I actually bought the kit before I even got sponsored, so I'm not partial to them. I just loved how they helped me out and kind of told them, hey, I'm already running y'all's kit. I make videos on the kits and stuff like that. What could we do about, you know, teaming up? I used the kit long before I got sponsored, man, and now I'm just a part of the team. So I definitely recommend going all Nitrous Express products, man. Their stuff is awesome, and on some of the things that you need, they specialize in, and some of the products are better than the other competitors. So if you guys want to buy a kit after this, or if you guys are thinking about buying a kit, all you guys have to do is call them, talk to a tech, and tell them exactly what you need or what you want. Tell them 4.6Chris sent you from YouTube, and they will hook you up and take 10% off your entire order, man. So without further ado, man, things that you need. Number one is the nitrous kit itself. So you guys have to pick out a nitrous kit for your car. You could go with the plate kit, you could go with a fogger, and you could go with a single nozzle or dual nozzle. There's just a lot of things to choose from, wet versus dry kit. Just figure out a kit that you need, and a big thing on this video, guys, is going to be do your research. And I know you guys are probably saying, well, Chris, I am doing my research, that's why I'm here watching your video right now, but do your research on your car, how much nitrous your car can take, what is the capabilities of your bottom end. This bottom end is usually rated for 450 to the tire. I've heard that people have made more, but just don't rev the car so much that revving breaks these rods and pistons. That's a weak link on these cars. On a 150 shot, this car should be making like 430 to the wheel. So we're kind of pushing it a little bit, but as long as the tune's safe and everything's good, I think this car will hold on for a while. Do your research, man. See what your car can take. See how much nitrous the people have ran through them. Nitrous has been along for decades, man. It's been around for decades. So I'm pretty sure whatever car you're looking for, someone has sprayed it before. So just do your research, man. Do your on if it can take nitrous, how much nitrous it can take, and stuff like that. I'm just giving you guys a rundown on how to run the nitrous safe. After you found your kit, you're already getting ready for that, then here comes the accessories, guys. A lot of people think that you can just buy a kit, bolt it on, and go. That's not necessarily true. I mean, you can, but it's not really the safe way to do it. Nitrous won't run efficiently like that. The second thing you're gonna want to get is a bottle heater, and I wanted to show you guys this, so I brought the bottle outside. I got the NX bottle heater, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys why I stand by the NX bottle heater. Alright, guys, and before we get any further into the video, I want to let you guys know that I am not a professional with the whole nitrous thing. I just have been running it for over like close to 2 years now, and the car has been through like 20 bottles, so I'm getting really familiar with nitrous, and I just kind of want to help out some of you guys that are beginners and thinking about it but are nervous too, because I wish someone had told me when I first wanted to do nitrous. There wasn't a lot of people out there. I kind of just had to figure it out for myself and watch a lot of videos on YouTube like you guys are doing. So yeah, man, I'm just trying to help you guys out a little bit and just spread my knowledge that I have on it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys why I like the NX bottle heater. All right, guys, and this thing right here is exactly why. Let me strap it on for you guys real quick. All right, and this is exactly why I like the NX bottle heater. You guys can see this is the part right here connected to the gauge. This is the regulator right here. Whenever the pressure gets too high on the gauge, the regulator turns off, or it turns off the heater by itself. The heater toggle switch is still on. It turns off the heater. Whenever it gets too low, it turns on by itself. It regulates the pressure just like the name of the regulator, and that's what I really like about NX. I'm not sure if any of the other competitors do, and I'm pretty sure they don't have regulators, so you kind of have to watch the pressure, turn it off, and turn it back on yourself. This way you just leave it on, completely removes human error, and you know, you guys are ready to go while you're in the staging lane. Just leave it on, it'll regulate the pressure for you guys, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So I just wanted to let you guys know, I was running into some pressure issues last time when I was testing the 150 shot, and the pressure was too low, and it looked like my relay was gone for the heater or something like that, and I felt the heater and it was off. So, and then it felt it later on and it was back on. So I kind of figured it was a regulator pressure. Just like I said, man, I called Nitrous Express up and I was like, hey, I think this regulator's gone bad. Is there a problem with these regulators? And he goes that there's actually a little pin switch, or there's actually a little screw inside there in the middle. Not sure if you guys can see, but there's a screw in there. Vibrations and stuff like that, it loosens up and it removes the pressure. They are adjustable, and I did not know that. So I called them up real quick, 1888 Go Fast 1. I called them up, I told them my problem. They got me situated quick as hell, man. That's why I love Nitrous Express. Super quick, got my pressure back, and everything was good to go. All right, guys, so once you guys have your kit, you have your bottle heater, the next thing you are going to need, like you just saw on mine, is the nitrous gauge. And the reason for that is because you need to know if you have the right pressure or not. You need to know if the bottle heater is warming it up correctly. If I didn't have the gauge and I just had the bottle warmer, I would have never known that the pressure was too low. If the pressure is too low and you have your car set up for a 100 shot, it's not gonna spray the whole 100 shot. It might spray like a 75, 50 shot if the pressure is not high enough. The pressure on the gauge actually tells you how much nitrous is in the bottle also. You just need to know the pressure. If it gets too high, that's super bad. Your car can lean out, or you know, that pop-off valve in there can go off inside your car, and you do not want nitrous spraying all inside your car like that. You guys need to know that you need a bottle gauge, and yeah, you really need it. Alright guys, so once you have your gauge and you have your heater and you have your kit, you have almost everything ready to go. You're going to need an army switch. The army switch comes with the kit itself, but you're going to need to wire the army switch right, and the army switch usually goes to whichever activation method you're going with. So the power wire on the army switch usually goes to the activation method on how you're going to spray your car, and this goes down to if you want a push button, if you want, like, you know, in the Fast and Furious movies on the steering wheel and stuff like that, or if you want a wide open throttle switch where there's a little micro switch underneath the pedal or underneath the throttle body, where as soon as you go wide open throttle, the nitrous comes on. Or for my manual guys, you guys are going to want a TPS RPM switch. And I made a video on it before, guys, but basically a TPS RPM window switch is comes on at 3000 and shuts off at 6. That's the window switch. So yeah, I even recommend that for my auto guys, just in case you guys get on it and it's lower than 3000 RPM and it takes a while for the converter to flash or whatever. If you spray it below 3000 RPM, you know, bad stuff can happen. It's called lugging your engine, and your engine will not like all that nitrous going in at like 1000, 2000 RPM. Yeah guys, you guys are gonna have to find your right activation method. So those are the things that I recommend that you really need, and these are going to be the things that are going to keep you safe, or how you can be safe and keep your car extra safe. This one right here is the air to fuel ratio gauge. A lot of new cars already have them integrated, like the Coyotes do. I believe some of the Camaros do, and stuff like that. I know that for sure the newer Mustangs have integrated widebands. You are going to want a wideband for your car. I have a wideband in mine. I have the AEM. It lights up in color, so if it goes orange or red while I'm racing, I can see that in my peripheral. So I'm going to want to let out of it as soon as it goes lean, or if it gets too rich or something like that. You can monitor that. So you don't need it if the tune's good, but you never know if an injector goes out or if your fuel pump goes out or something like that. You never know if you're running lean or rich. So I definitely recommend an AFR gauge. Number 2 is cold plugs. The only reason why I didn't put that in the category where you need plugs is because if you're running like a 50 shot or a 75 shot, you don't really need plugs, but they are definitely recommended by Nitrous Express. And when I did a 100 shot in this car, I did it completely the right way, spent the money on exactly what I needed. I even opted for the remote opener, just an extra accessory, and you know, I just did it all right the first time. That's why I've had so much success with this car. So yeah, cold plugs if you guys want to be extra safe about it, and then a tune as well, man. So after you have everything set up, go hit the car. You want to go try out the nitrous, definitely get a custom tune first if you guys want to be extra safe about it. I definitely recommend a tune on a 100 shot or more on like V8 cars like this. Like I said, man, just do your research. 75 shot or below on these cars should be fine. Shout out Horseplay, you know I'm talking to you, man. You know, it's not really a big deal. 75 shot or below, you should be fine not getting a tune, but I definitely recommend it if you can afford it in the budget. If not, you know, that's fine. You know, you're just risking it, but you know, it's fine. These motors in these cars, these 2 valves are a dime a dozen, and yeah, it's not really a big deal. I just don't want to go through all that stuff when I could have just spent $300 on a tune instead of $300 on a short block and then having to swap everything over, you know what I mean? So to be extra safe is, like I said, man, if that pop-off valve is to come off, if it gets too pressurized, it's a blowdown tube. Instead of that pop-off valve coming off, there'll be a blowdown tube, and the tube basically blows down like it says and goes underneath the car. Here comes Louis again. So I don't have that. I monitor my gauge pretty closely, and I've never had a problem with it getting too high. It never has even gotten too high. It's always been in the green or the yellow, so I never really opted for that. But I believe some tracks make you have a blowdown tube, if I'm correct. So another thing to be safe, man, is going to be a fuel pressure safety switch. I don't have that either. This is just to be extra safe. If you guys want to be extra safe, then you guys can opt for a fuel pressure safety switch. Like I said, you don't really have to if you have your AFR gauge and you monitor your AFR pretty good. You'll know if you start to lean out or richen out that you need to stop or get out of it. So that's why I don't have that. Another thing I have written down is just don't engage your nitrous under 3,000 RPM and get an RPM window switch if you are in manual. Please do not run a push button activation method with a manual car, and please do not run a wide open throttle switch, because if you're running a wide open throttle switch, and I mean, you should be smart enough not to stay on the gas with a wide open throttle switch through changing gears, because you know that the car's gonna keep on revving out, revving past red line with the nitrous. Boom. I'm gonna use you as an example, Josh, my bad. But yeah, just my boy Josh learned the hard way. He had a button on his car, and his car is a manual car, and he has a CTS V1, and we were out racing one night, and he was racing another car, and he stayed on the button while he was shifting, threw it in gear. The nitrous was still coming on, so when he went into gear, let out the clutch, boom, bad things happened. I'll put up a video of what happened to his intake. Ruined his engine, but he's on the right track now, man. I hooked him up with a window switch for his car, and yeah, his car is gonna be a freaking beast. So go ahead and follow him. He was a good sport about it. He wasn't down about it. He was just like, man, I messed up. You told me about the window switch or whatever. I never did it, but it's cheap insurance, man. The window switch only costs like $200, and he would have never blew his engine. And when you're running a window switch in a manual car, you don't have to worry about pressing a button. You don't have to worry about looking at the RPM on when you should spray it. It's all set up for you, man. So all you have to do is just race like normal, and it will come on just like a supercharger would or a turbocharger would. But yeah, man, for not a lot of money, I think I have around $1,900 into this kit, including the remote opener, where that's not a lot of money, man. You can get big power for your car. This kit can go to 300 horsepower, and like no problem. This car can go to 300 horsepower. It could go from 35 horsepower jetting to all the way to 300 horsepower with just $1,900, man. What turbo kit or supercharger kit can do that? Before you guys tell me there's an R3 turbo kit for $2,000, that's not all said and done, man. That's just for the kit itself. You still gotta do fuel system, you still gotta do custom tuning, you still gotta do a lot of things, man. This nitrous kit is $1,900, ready to bolt in, go. Yeah, you need a tune or whatever, but $1,900, you cannot beat it. Nitrous is super fun, and it can be a really awesome experience if you guys know what you're doing and you guys take your time and do everything correctly, like I said in this video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, man, please drop a big thumbs up for your boy. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any other questions for me, drop them down below. Video suggestions or whatever, what else you guys want to hear next, I'd really appreciate that also. But yeah, man, that was my little take on the nitrous thing. A lot of you guys have been asking like, hey Chris, I'm thinking about doing nitrous, what should I do? So this was a long time coming. I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I can't wait to show you guys this car in action at the track with a 150 shot. So if you guys are new, this car was on a 100 shot. The best it went was a 12.4 at 110 miles an hour with a 1.860 foot. We're on a smaller tire now, and we're on a 150 shot, and yeah, man, I think this car's gonna break into the 11. So if you guys want to see that, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. At the end of every video, you guys know I give you guys a motivational quote or whatever, and just to spread good vibes and good energy. So yeah, let's get into that. So yeah, I'm actually gonna use this from Miller 1987. Shout out to you, bro. A little shout out for you. Your bit at the end of the video, attitude and perception decides a lot of life choices, life paths, with or without knowing it. One of his favorite sayings is, the same boiling water that softens a potato hardens the egg also. It's not your circumstances, but it's what you're made of. Yeah, man, it's your choice if you guys want to be the boiling potato or if you guys want to be the egg and get harder. That sounded weird. Or if you guys want to be the egg and, you know, fight through it and, you know, continue to go through what you're going through and, you know, learn from your mistakes, learn from the hard times, and once you learn from them, you gain so much knowledge and you gain so much power from, you know, just going through that certain dark time or whatever you're going through, and whenever something else comes up later on or it's similar to that, it won't mean anything because you have already been through that, and you learn to fight through it. Whatever you guys got going on in your life, man, just keep on going. Your boy's rooting for you, and if you guys have any other questions or if you guys want someone to talk to or whatever, you guys can always hit me up at Fourpointsixchris on Instagram, or just email me Fourpointsixchris@yahoo.com, and I'll be down to chat with you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to go buy Nitrous, go ahead and call Nitrous Express up, tell them 4.6Chris sent you, get 10% off your kit, and start to go fast today, man. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Shout out Horseplay Motoring, man. This is his channel up here. Shout out to you, man. You inspired this video. I wanted to, you know, just show other people what they needed for their kit. He makes SM95 content too, and he just got a kit for his car. So if you guys want to go check that out, definitely go do that. Without further ado, man, it's your boy 4.6Chris. We'll see you guys on the next one. I upload every single Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.